It all started with a resurrection. All of history had been pointing towards this moment, and one Easter Sunday morning, the only begotten Son of God was raised from the dead, and history changed. It was the assurance that Satan's schemes would not prevail. It was the sign that sin would not get the victory. It was the promise that death would no longer have the final word. It all started with a resurrection. Belief in the resurrected Jesus created a movement that swept through the first century world, first to Jerusalem, the place where Jesus walked and taught about the promise of the gospel, then to Judea, the land of King David, and on to Samaria, a land desperate to know the Messiah had come. It all started with a resurrection. This is the story that Jesus' church tells over and over again to the ends of the earth. We tell the story of a resurrected king each week in Kernersville, Clemens, Lake Norman, Winston-Salem, and soon in King and digitally across the country. Renolda Church exists to boldly proclaim the resurrection and its power to save sinners, heal the broken, and set the captive free. We have a bold, God-sized dream of forever changing our region by sharing the healing presence of Jesus that we have so richly experienced. Renolda's vision is bold, but our mission is simple. Love God, love each other, love the world. We love God through individual and corporate worship. We love each other as we huddle in community groups across our local neighborhoods, and we love the world through serve groups and in our spheres of influence. The early church was made up of small communities who followed Jesus together. The book of Acts gives us a great picture of biblical community. Believers who engaged in life together through teaching, fellowship, communion, prayer, miracles, radical generosity, and corporate worship. They spent time together eating, learning, celebrating, proclaiming the good news, and supporting each other. We gather in community groups because we know that sharing our lives and the story of Jesus causes change. This year, more people than ever connected to community groups at Renolda, including nearly 700 adults. This fall, 270 women gathered at Awakenings, our midweek women's Bible study. Even our kids, over 250 of them, meet each Sunday in community groups during our worship services, and an additional 75 6th to 12th graders meet midweek. The numbers aren't nearly as important as the life change that is happening. At Renolda Church, people are connecting to the story of Jesus and to each other. As we near the year end and you consider your end-of-year giving, we celebrate and look forward to what's next because there are so many stories of God's grace at Renolda. Because we are so loved by God, we love Him, others, and the world so much.